Hey guys, I'm Chelsea, and I am pleased to announce that I am your new Thursday spot here on Genderless Love. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am 21 years old. I am a communications and advertising major with a minor in music. I have 2 poodles. I hate the taste of beer. I could probably listen to the same 10 albums over and over until the day I die. And I am horrible at math. Clearly the important things about my personality that you're gonna need to know. There were some really good questions this week. Question number 1 actually is one of my favorite questions I've ever answered in my life. What are some LGBTQ books you would recommend? The first book that sprang to my mind when I read this question is a novel called Will Grayson, Will Grayson. Will Grayson, Will Grayson is an amazing collaboration book that was written by John Green and David Levithan. John Green wrote The Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, about 1,000 other books that are gonna make you cry. And David Levithan wrote my personal favorite book, A Lover's Dictionary. So, quick synopsis of this novel. Will Grayson and Will Grayson are 2 different boys who happen to go by the same name. Will Grayson, capital W, Will Grayson, he is doing that thing that we all do in high school where we try to fly as far under the radar as we possibly can in order to not get stuffed in a locker. But his life is made a little difficult when he befriends Tiny Cooper, who just so happens to be a 300-pound raging homosexual who can't walk down the hallway without drawing crazy amounts of attention to himself. Now, lowercase w, Will, he hates everything and everybody except for his boy toy, who is an online guy named Isaac. Now, lowercase w, Will Grayson, is obsessed with the idea of meeting Isaac in real life, so he plans this big reveal in downtown Chicago, and turns out that Isaac is not a real person. So after a bunch of crazy events that happen on that night, Will Grayson and Will Grayson's lives interlock, and everybody is changed for the better. It's an incredible story. You'll cry, and you'll laugh, and you will never ever feel bad about being yourself after reading this novel. It's absolutely amazing. 2 thumbs way up. Now, the second half of this question really got me thinking. When you're looking for a good read, what are some themes you look for in a book? I'm one of those people who, since the dawn of time, devours books. I read all the time, and if there's a common thread, you know, in between all the books I read, please, I'd sure as heck love to know, because I have read the weirdest array of literature that is humanly possible, I find. The next question is, what are the top 5 places around the world that you would like to travel to, and why? Well, I don't know. I don't really have 5, but I definitely have 2 that I obsess about all the time. Numero uno is Greece. I have been wackily interested in Greece ever since I was old enough to start reading about Greek history, about Greek myths. I love it. And I'm not gonna lie, I see pictures of like temple ruins and like big Santorini sunsets, and I like die a little on the inside knowing that I'm not there. Number 2 would definitely be Spain. Spain, for me, is just like the coolest place of all time, I think. Like, you got beaches, you've got bossa nova music, you've got like friendly, sweaty hugs from strangers. Like, what is there not to like about that? I think. Another question is, what are some places you have traveled to? Now, this is an awesome question for me because my mom actually worked for the airlines for like years and years when I was younger, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to go to a lot of places and travel really far for not a lot of money, which is a blessing beyond all compare. I would have to say that Italy, Ireland, and Bulgaria are the three like heavy hitters of places that I've been. For all three, I actually traveled and performed with choirs. In Italy and in Ireland, I performed with my high school's choir, and in Bulgaria, I was part of my university's choir, who actually won like the silver medal in this international choir competition, and it was absolutely fabulous and incredible. If you guys have any recommendations of good books for me to read, or any really cool travel stories to tell me, feel free to post down there in the comment box. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you cats next week.